Struggling to pass your theory test on the first try? Congratulations! You've found the right channel. This is the hardest updated DVSA-styled questions video out there. Today, we'll go through 100 essential mock test questions, with the last 10 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Let's dive in and get started. Question 1. You're traveling along this road. How should you pass the cyclist? Answer is D. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Allow the cyclist plenty of room in case they wobble or swerve around a pothole or raised drain. Look well ahead before you start to overtake, because you'll need to cross the hazard line. Look for entrances where vehicles could be waiting to pull out. Question 2. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? Answer is C. The road will bend sharply to the left. This sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid. Question 3. What's the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? Answer is D. The cyclist may swerve into the road. When following a cyclist, be aware that they have to deal with the hazards around them. They may wobble or swerve to avoid a pothole in the road or see a potential hazard and change direction suddenly. Don't follow them too closely or rev your engine impatiently. Question 4. What should you do if you want to turn left at a junction where pedestrians have started to cross? Answer is B. Give way to them. When you're turning into a side road, pedestrians who are crossing have priority. You should wait to allow them to finish crossing safely. Be patient if they're slow or unsteady. Don't try to rush them by sounding your horn, flashing your lights, revving your engine, or giving any other inappropriate signal. Question 5. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. A route for pedestrians and cyclists. This sign shows a shared route for pedestrians and cyclists. When it ends, the cyclists will be rejoining the main road. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. What's the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? Answer is A. 4 seconds. Water will reduce your tire's grip on the road. The safe separation gap of at least 2 seconds in dry conditions should be doubled to at least 4 seconds in wet weather. Question 7. When will your vehicle use more fuel? Answer is B. When its tires are underinflated. Check your tire pressures frequently, normally once a week. If they're lower than those recommended by the manufacturer, there will be more rolling resistance. The engine will have to work harder to overcome this, leading to increased fuel consumption. Question 8. What should you do if your vehicle pulls to one side when you use the brakes? Answer is D. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. The brakes on your vehicle must be effective and properly adjusted. If your vehicle pulls to one side when braking, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as you can. Question 9. You're carrying an 11-year-old child on the front seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, tall. What seat belt security must be in place? Answer is C. They must use a suitable child restraint. As the driver, it's your responsibility to make sure that children are secure and safe in your vehicle. Make yourself familiar with the rules. When children are carried on the back seat, there are a few very exceptional cases when an adult seat belt can be used instead of a correct child restraint. Question 10. You're following other vehicles in fog. You have your headlights on dipped beam. What else can you do to reduce the chances of being in a collision? Answer is B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. When it's foggy, use your headlights on dipped beam. This will help you see and be seen by other road users. If visibility is seriously reduced, consider using front and rear fog lights if you have them. Keep to a sensible speed and don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If the road is wet and slippery, you'll need to allow twice the normal stopping distance. Question 11. You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? Answer is B. The windows. Driving in bad weather increases your risk of having a collision. If you absolutely have to travel, clear your lights, mirrors, number plates and windows of any snow or ice so that you can see and be seen. Question 12. On what type of road surface may anti-lock brakes be ineffective? Answer is C. Loose. Poor contact with the road surface could cause one or more of the tires to lose grip on the road. This is more likely to happen when braking in poor weather conditions and when the road has a loose, slippery, or uneven surface. Question 13. What would suggest you're driving on an icy road? Answer is D. There's less tire noise. Drive extremely carefully when the roads are icy. When traveling on ice, tires make virtually no noise and the steering feels light and unresponsive. In icy conditions, be very gentle when braking, accelerating, and steering. Question 14. You're driving towards this level crossing. What would be the first warning of an approaching train? Answer is A. A steady amber light. The steady amber light will be followed by twin flashing red lights that mean you must stop. An alarm will also sound to alert you to the fact that a train is approaching. Question 15. Why should you reduce your speed here? Answer is D. A staggered junction is ahead. Traffic could be turning off or pulling out ahead of you, to the left or right. Vehicles turning left will be slowing down before the junction, and any vehicles turning right may have to stop to allow oncoming traffic to clear. Be prepared for this, as you might have to slow down or stop behind them. Question 16. Why should you slow down as you approach this hazard? Answer is D. Because of the level crossing. You should be slowing down and selecting the correct gear in case you have to stop at the level crossing. Look for the signals and be prepared to stop if necessary. Question 17. What should you do if you begin to feel drowsy while you're driving? Answer is A. Stop and rest as soon as possible. You'll be putting other road users at risk if you continue to drive when you're drowsy. Pull over and stop in a safe place for a rest. If you're driving a long distance, think about finding some accommodation so you can rest for longer before continuing your journey. Question 18. You see a pedestrian carrying a white stick that also has a red band. What does this mean? Answer is A. They're deaf and blind. When someone is deaf as well as blind, they may carry a white stick with a red reflective band or bands. They may not be aware that you're approaching and they may not be able to hear anything. So, for example, your horn would be ineffective as a warning to them. Question 19. You're traveling behind a moped. What should you do if you want to turn left a short distance ahead? Answer is B. Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction. Passing the moped and turning into the junction could mean that you cut across the front of the rider. This might force them to slow down, stop, or even lose control. Stay behind the moped until it has passed the junction and then you can turn without affecting the rider. Question 20. You're following a cyclist. What should you do when you wish to turn left a short distance ahead? Answer is B. Hold back until the cyclist has passed the junction. Make allowances for cyclists and give them plenty of room. Don't overtake and then immediately turn left. Be patient and turn behind them when they've passed the junction. Question 21. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and can be hard to see. What must they display if they're traveling on a dual carriageway? Answer is D. Flashing amber beacon. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and low, making them hard to see on the road. They also travel very slowly. On an unrestricted dual carriageway, they must display a flashing amber beacon to warn other road users of their presence. Question 22. You're driving in a slow-moving queue of traffic. What should you do just before changing lane? Answer is A. Look for motorcyclists filtering through the traffic. In queuing traffic, motorcyclists could be passing you on either side. Use your mirrors and check your blind area before changing lanes or changing direction. Question 23. You're waiting to turn right out of a minor road. It's clear to the left, but a lorry is coming from the right. Why should you wait, even if you have enough time to turn? Answer is B. Anything overtaking the lorry will be hidden from view. Large vehicles can hide other vehicles that are overtaking, especially motorcycles. You need to be aware of the possibility of hidden vehicles and not assume that it's safe to turn. Question 24. You're driving on a single carriageway road. Why should you keep well back while you're following a large vehicle? Answer is C. To get the best view of the road ahead. When following a large vehicle, keep well back. If you're too close, you won't be able to see the road ahead, and the driver of the long vehicle might not be able to see you in their mirrors. Question 25. You're traveling behind a bus. What should you do if it pulls up at a bus stop? Answer is D. Look for pedestrians. People may be running to catch the bus, or passengers leaving the bus might wish to cross the road in front of the bus. Look out for them if you intend to go past it. Consider how many people are waiting to get on the bus. Check the queue if you can. The bus might move off straight away if no one is waiting to get on. If a bus is signaling to pull out, give it priority if it's safe to do so. Question 26. What should you do when you're following a motorcyclist along a road that has a poor surface? Answer is C. Allow extra room in case they swerve to avoid potholes. To avoid being unbalanced, a motorcyclist might swerve to avoid potholes and bumps in the road. Be prepared for this and allow them extra space. Question 27. You're approaching this roundabout. What should you do when a cyclist is keeping to the left while signaling to turn right? Answer is D. Allow them space to turn. Cycling in today's heavy traffic can be hazardous. Some cyclists may not feel safe crossing the path of traffic to take up a position in an outside lane. Be aware of this and understand that, although they're in the left-hand lane, the cyclist might be turning right. Question 28. What should you do when you're passing loose sheep on the road? Answer is D. Go very slowly. Slow down and be ready to stop for animals. Noise and vehicles passing too closely may startle them. Question 29. What will happen to your car when you drive up a steep hill? Answer is B. The engine will work harder. The engine will need more power to pull the vehicle up the hill. When approaching a steep hill, you should select a lower gear to help maintain your speed. You should do this without hesitation, so that you don't lose too much speed before engaging the lower gear. Question 30. There's been a heavy fall of snow. What should you consider before driving in these conditions? Answer is A. Whether your journey is essential. Consider whether the increased risk is worth it. If the weather conditions are bad and your journey isn't essential, then don't drive. If you have to drive, make sure you're well prepared in case you get stuck. Question 31. What does this line across the road at the entrance to a roundabout mean? Answer is A. Give way to traffic from the right. Slow down as you approach the roundabout and check for traffic from the right. If you need to stop and give way, stay behind the broken line until it's safe to emerge onto the roundabout. Question 32. You're approaching a junction where the traffic lights aren't working. What should you do when a police officer gives this signal? Answer is B. Stop at the stop line. When a police officer or traffic warden is directing traffic, you must obey them. They'll use the arm signal shown in the highway code. Learn what these signals mean and obey them. Question 33. Where can you find reflective amber studs on a motorway? Answer is D. On the right-hand edge of the road. At night or in poor visibility, reflective studs on the road help you to judge your position on the carriageway. Question 34. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road? Answer is D. 60 miles per hour. If you're traveling on a dual carriageway that becomes a single carriageway road, reduce your speed gradually so that you aren't exceeding the limit as you enter. There might not be a sign to remind you of the limit, so make sure you know the speed limits for different types of road and vehicle. Question 35. You're on a motorway. A lorry has stopped in the right-hand lane. What should you do when you see this sign on the lorry? Answer is C. Pass the lorry on the left. Sometimes work is carried out on the motorway without closing the lanes. When this happens, signs are mounted on the back of lorries to warn other road users of the roadworks ahead. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No right turn. The no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 37. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to? Answer is A. High vehicles. The triangular shapes above and below the dimensions indicate a height restriction that applies to the road ahead. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No stopping. This is the sign for a clearway. Clearways are stretches of road where you aren't allowed to stop unless it's an emergency. Stopping where these restrictions apply may be dangerous and is likely to cause an obstruction. Restrictions might apply for several miles, and this may be indicated on the sign. Question 39. What does a sign with a brown background show? Answer is C. Tourist directions. Signs with a brown background give directions to places of interest. They're often seen on a motorway, directing you along the easiest route to the attraction. Question 40. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Cycle route ahead. Where there's a cycle route ahead, a sign will show a bicycle in a red warning triangle. Watch out for children on bicycles and cyclists rejoining the main road. Question 41. You've just passed your driving test. What's the maximum authorized mass, MAM, of any trailer that you can tow? Answer is D. 3,500 kilograms. When you pass your driving test, you're allowed to tow a trailer up to 3,500 kilograms MAM without taking an extra test. If you want to tow a heavier trailer, you'll have to pass either a CE or DE category test, dependent on the towing vehicle. Question 42. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. This sign is a reminder to pedestrians to look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. Question 43. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Waiting prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. This sign tells you that waiting is prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for at least 4 consecutive months. Question 44. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Lane ahead is closed and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. A white diagonal arrow means that the lane is closed ahead and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. Question 45. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Mandatory with flow pedal cycle lane. This sign indicates a mandatory with flow pedal cycle lane. Other vehicles must not use this part of the carriageway except to pick up or set down passengers. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Route for pedal cycles only. This sign shows a route that is for pedal cycles only. Question 47. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Vehicle checks. Temporary signs like this are put out when vehicles are to be stopped for an excise license check or vehicle inspection. Question 48. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No right turn. This sign indicates that there is no right turn. Question 49. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Level crossing without a gate or barrier. This sign is used to indicate a level crossing without a gate or barrier. Question 50. Long low vehicles may be at risk of. Answer is B. Grounding. Long low vehicles may be at risk of grounding. Drivers of such vehicles must phone before crossing. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus. Question 1. Why has the bus driver positioned the bus on the left? Answer is D. The bus needs extra room to get around the roundabout. A long vehicle at a roundabout may need to use the left-hand lane, even if it's signaling to go right. This is because it needs extra room to travel around a roundabout. For the same reason, it may also straddle lanes. Watch out for a long vehicle signals and allow it plenty of room on a roundabout. Question 2. Why does the cyclist take the longer route around the roundabout? Answer is D. Cyclists may keep to the left for safety. Roundabouts can be dangerous places for cyclists. To stay safe, they may keep to the outside of a roundabout. They may cycle in the left lane, even if they intend to turn right. Watch out for a cyclist's arm signals, as they'll tell you the direction they intend to take. Always give cyclists plenty of room. Question 3. What do the yellow lines along the edge of the road mean? Answer is C. No waiting. A double yellow line at the edge of the road means no waiting at any time. This means that you can't wait or park. However, you may stop on double yellow lines to drop off or pick up people. You may also stop to load or unload, provided there are no loading restrictions. Question 4. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? Answer is D. Use the mirrors. Before slowing down or stopping, check the mirrors to see what's happening behind you. Also assess what's ahead and make sure you give the correct signal if it will help other road users. Question 5. You're following a large vehicle. Why should you stay a safe distance behind it? Answer is A. You'll give the driver a chance to see you in their mirrors. If you're following a large vehicle but are so close to it that you can't see its exterior mirrors, the driver won't be able to see you. Keeping well back will also allow you to see the road ahead by looking past the large vehicle. Question 6. What should you do if you're driving a slow-moving vehicle on a narrow, winding road? Answer is C. Pull in when you can to let the vehicles behind overtake. If you're driving a slow-moving vehicle along a narrow road, Try not to hold up faster traffic. If you see vehicles following behind, pull over in a safe place and let the traffic pass before continuing. Don't wave other traffic past. This could be dangerous if you or they haven't noticed a hazard ahead. Question 7. What's most likely to increase fuel consumption? Answer is B. Harsh braking and accelerating. Accelerating and braking gently and smoothly will help to save fuel and reduce wear on your vehicle. This makes it better for the environment too. Question 8. If you're involved in a collision, what will reduce the risk of neck injury? Answer is A. A properly adjusted head restraint. If you're involved in a collision, head restraints will reduce the risk of neck injury. They must be properly adjusted. Make sure they aren't positioned too low. In a crash, this could cause damage to the neck. Question 9. What does it mean if your vehicle keeps bouncing after you sharply press down and release on the bodywork over a wheel? Answer is D. The shock absorbers are worn. If you find that your vehicle bounces as you drive around a corner or bend in the road, the shock absorbers might be worn. To test your shock absorbers, sharply press down and release above each wheel. If the vehicle continues to bounce, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic. Question 10. How should you drive when you're driving along a road that has road humps? Answer is D. Maintain a reduced speed throughout. Road humps are there for a reason, to protect vulnerable road users by reducing the speed of traffic. Don't accelerate harshly between the humps. Put the safety of others first and maintain a reduced speed throughout the zone. Question 11. What will happen if your car's wheels are unbalanced? Answer is C. The steering will vibrate. If your wheels are out of balance, it will cause the steering to vibrate at certain speeds. This isn't a fault that will put itself right, so take your vehicle to a garage or tire fitter to have the wheels rebalanced. Question 12. What's the safest thing to do if you have to leave valuables in your car? Answer is C. Lock them out of sight. If you have to leave valuables in your car, lock them out of sight. This is the best way to deter an opportunist thief. Question 13. What's the most important reason for having a properly adjusted head restraint? Answer is C. To help you avoid neck injury. In a collision, rapid deceleration will violently throw vehicle occupants forward and then backwards as the vehicle stops. Seat belts and airbags protect occupants against the forward movement. Head restraints should be adjusted so they give maximum protection to the head and neck during the backward movement. Question 14. Why should you keep well to the left as you approach a right-hand bend? Answer is D. To improve your view of the road. Keeping to the left as you approach right-hand bends will give you an earlier view around the bend and enable you to see any hazards sooner. It also reduces the risk of collision with any oncoming vehicle that may have drifted over the center line while taking the bend. Question 15. You're traveling on the motorway. How can you lower the risk of a collision when the vehicle behind is following too closely? Answer is D. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. On busy roads, traffic may still travel at high speeds. Don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If a driver behind seems to be pushing you, gradually increase your distance from the vehicle in front by slowing down gently. This will give you more space in front if you have to brake, and will reduce the risk of a collision involving several vehicles. Question 16. What should you do when you're overtaking a motorcyclist on a windy day? Answer is D. Pass widely. In strong winds, riders of two-wheeled vehicles are particularly vulnerable. When you overtake them, allow plenty of room. Check to the left as you pass to make sure they're safe. Question 17. What's the main hazard shown in this picture? Answer is C. The cyclist crossing the road. Look at the picture carefully and try to imagine you're there. The cyclist in this picture appears to be trying to cross the road. You must be able to deal with the unexpected, especially when you're approaching a hazardous junction. Look well ahead to give yourself time to deal with any hazards. Question 18. What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? Answer is B. Slow down and get ready to stop. Look well ahead to see whether any hazards are developing. This will give you more time to deal with them in the correct way. The man in the picture is clearly intending to cross the road. You should be traveling at a speed that allows you to check your mirror, slow down and stop in good time. You shouldn't have to brake harshly. Question 19. What should you do as you approach this cyclist? Answer is B. Slow down and allow the cyclist to turn. Keep well back and give the cyclist time and room to turn safely. Don't intimidate them by getting too close or trying to squeeze past. Question 20. You're driving on a one-way street. What should you do if you realize you've taken the wrong route? Answer is C. Continue and find another route. Never reverse or turn your vehicle around in a one-way street. It's illegal and could even cause a collision. If you've taken a wrong turn, carry on along the one-way street and find another route, checking the direction signs as you drive. Stop in a safe place if you need to check a map. Question 21. What will affect your vehicle's stopping distance? Answer is B. The condition of the tires. Having tires correctly inflated and in good condition will ensure they have maximum grip on the road. How well your tires grip the road has a significant effect on your car's stopping distance. Question 22. You're joining a motorway from a slip road. How should you deal with traffic already on the motorway? Answer is C. Match your speed to traffic in the left-hand lane and filter into a safe gap. You should give way to traffic already on the motorway. Where possible, traffic may move over to let you in, but don't force your way into the traffic stream. Traffic could be traveling at high speed, so try to match your speed to filter in without affecting the traffic flow. Question 23. Where are amber reflective studs found on a motorway? Answer is C. Between the central reservation and the carriageway. On motorways, reflective studs of various colors are fixed in the road between the lanes. These help you to identify which lane you're in when it's dark or in poor visibility. Amber-colored studs are found on the right-hand edge of the main carriageway, next to the central reservation. Question 24. How should you use the lanes on a motorway? Answer is B. Keep to the left hand unless you're overtaking. You should normally travel in the left-hand lane unless you're overtaking a slower-moving vehicle. When you've finished overtaking, move back into the left-hand lane, but don't cut across in front of the vehicle that you've overtaken. Question 25. What restrictions apply to people who have a provisional driving license? Answer is C. They can't drive unaccompanied. You won't be able to drive unaccompanied until you've passed your practical driving test. If you haven't driven on the motorway while you were learning, ask your instructor to take you for a lesson on the motorway when you've passed your test. Alternatively, you could take part in the Pass Plus scheme. This has been created for new drivers and includes motorway driving. Ask your instructor for details. Question 26. What's the purpose of the yellow lines painted across the road? Answer is B. To make you aware of your speed. These lines may be painted on the road on the approach to a roundabout, a village, or a particular hazard. The lines are raised and painted yellow, and their purpose is to make you aware of your speed. Reduce your speed in good time so that you avoid having to brake harshly over the last few meters before reaching the junction. Question 27. What should you check before you start a journey in foggy weather? Answer is A. The windows and lights are clean and clear. If you have to drive in fog, switch your dipped headlights on and keep all your windows clear. You should always be able to pull up within the distance you can see ahead. Question 28. What should you do when dealing with this hazard? Answer is A. Use a low gear and drive slowly. In normal conditions, a ford can be crossed quite safely by driving through it slowly. The water may affect your brakes, so when you're clear of the ford, test them before you resume normal driving. Question 29. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? Answer is B. Any vehicle that isn't overtaking. On a motorway, all traffic should use the left-hand lane unless overtaking. When overtaking a number of slower vehicles, move back to the left-hand lane when you're safely passed. Check your mirrors frequently and don't stay in the middle or right-hand lane if the left-hand lane is free. Question 30. Your vehicle broke down on the hard shoulder of a motorway, but has now been repaired. How should you rejoin the main carriageway? Answer is B. Gain speed on the hard shoulder before moving out onto the carriageway. Signal your intention and build up sufficient speed on the hard shoulder so that you can filter into a safe gap in the traffic. Don't push your way into a small gap or cause other traffic to alter speed or direction. Question 31. When may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? Answer is D. To pass a road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. You may cross the solid white line to pass a stationary vehicle or to pass a pedal cycle, horse, or road maintenance vehicle if it's traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. You may also cross the solid white line to enter a side road or access a property. Question 32. What does this arm signal mean? Answer is B. The driver intends to turn left. There might be an occasion where another driver uses an arm signal. This may be because the vehicle's indicators are obscured by other traffic. In order for such signals to be effective, all drivers should know their meaning. Be aware that the left turn signal might look similar to the slowing down signal. Question 33. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is A. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. Look out for signs above your lane or on the central reservation. These will give you important information or warnings about the road ahead. To allow for the high speed of motorway traffic, these signs may light up some distance from any hazard. Don't ignore the signs just because the road looks clear to you. Question 34. You're on a motorway. What should you do if there's a red cross showing on the signs above your lane only? Answer is C. Don't continue in that lane. A red cross above your lane shows that your lane is closed. You should move into another lane as soon as you can do so safely. Question 35. Which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? Answer is B. This sign is found in or at the end of a one-way system. It warns you that traffic will be crossing your path from both directions. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Direction to park and ride car park. To ease the congestion in town centres, some cities and towns provide park and ride schemes. These allow you to park in a designated area and ride by bus into the centre. Park and ride schemes are usually cheaper and easier than car parking in the town centre. Question 37. What does the white line along the side of the road indicate? Answer is B. The edge of the carriageway. A continuous white line is used on many roads to indicate the edge of the carriageway. This can be useful when visibility is restricted. The line is discontinued at junctions, lay-bys, and entrances to or exits from private drives. Question 38. What must you have when you apply to renew your vehicle tax? Answer is C. Valid insurance. You can renew your vehicle tax online, at post offices and by phone using the DVLA Vehicle Tax Service. When applying, make sure you have all the relevant valid documents, including a valid MOT test certificate where applicable. Question 39. A police officer asks to see your documents. You don't have them with you. How many days do you have to produce them at a police station? Answer is D. 7 days. You don't have to carry your vehicle's documents wherever you go. If a police officer asks to see them and you don't have them with you, you may be asked to produce them at a police station within 7 days. Question 40. What must you check before you drive someone else's vehicle? Answer is B. That the vehicle is insured for your use. Driving a vehicle without insurance cover is illegal, so be sure that, whoever's car you drive, you're insured, whether on their policy or on your own. If you need to take out insurance, it's worth comparing several quotes before you decide which insurance provider best meets your needs. Question 41. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? Answer is D. They must have valid motor insurance. It's your responsibility to make sure you're properly insured for the vehicle you're driving. This is the case regardless of whether you're a newly qualified driver or one with more experience. Question 42. When must you contact the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA? Answer is C. When you change your vehicle. DVLA needs to keep its records up to date. It sends out a reminder when a vehicle's tax is due for renewal. To do this, it needs to know the name and address of the registered keeper. Every vehicle in the country is registered, so it's possible to trace its history. Question 43. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. No other vehicle is involved. The rider is unconscious and lying in the middle of the road. What's the first thing you should do at the scene? Answer is A. Warn other traffic. The motorcyclist is in an extremely vulnerable position, exposed to further danger from traffic. Approaching vehicles need advance warning in order to slow down and safely take avoiding action or stop. Don't put yourself or anyone else at risk. Use the hazard warning lights on your vehicle to alert other road users to the danger. Question 44. At an incident, someone is suffering from severe burns. How could you help them? Answer is A. Douse the burns with clean, cool water. Your priority is to cool the burns with clean, cool water. Its coolness will help take the heat out of the burns and relieve the pain. Keep the wound doused for at least 20 minutes. If blisters appear, don't attempt to burst them, as this could lead to infection. Question 45. Your vehicle has stalled in the middle of a level crossing. What should you do if the warning bells start to ring while you're trying to restart the engine? Answer is A. Get out of the car and clear of the crossing. If the warning bells ring, leave the vehicle and get any passengers well clear of the crossing immediately. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. What do these motorway signs mean? Answer is A. They're countdown markers to the next exit. The exit from a motorway is indicated by countdown markers. These are positioned 90 meters, 100 yards, apart, the first being 270 meters, 300 yards, from the start of the slip road. Move into the left-hand lane well before you reach the start of the slip road. Question 47. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is C. Traffic queues likely ahead. This warning sign tells you about likely queues ahead. Question 48. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. Pedestrians on road. This sign warns you of pedestrians on the road. Question 49. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. No vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown. This is a regulatory sign with a red circle suggesting some sort of prohibition. The sign tells you that no vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown are allowed. Question 50. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Parking place for buses only, no time limit. This sign means that this is a parking place for buses only, no time limit. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.